popular vote on the a la carte format? Why is that?
Well, because currently the EU already has a very similar system to the a la carte system. You don't have to actually be on the euro to be in the EU. You don't have to be, like the eurozone and the EU are two separate things. And so people seem to not be recognizing that very well. And also, when you separate what it is that defines the eurozone, what defines the EU, then what happens is the nations will no longer have this union, and it won't benefit the smaller nations in the long run. So really, the a la carte system only works for mid-sized to large nations that are currently stable, which is not most of the EU. Most of the EU is small nations that are not stable right now. Nations like Croatia that are just getting into the EU would not benefit at all from a deeper a la carte system.
What is your view on adding to the workforce and education of the EU?
Well, the paper that Hungary is working on deals with this. It does this through infrastructure reforms to flood labor just in nations as individually. And then we also are focusing on free movement of labor in the eurozone, so that if there's a lot of jobs in one sector and one nation has a lot of people that can do those jobs, there can be free movement between the nations. And that's basically what we're going for. Free movement of labor will equal more jobs, and there'll be a deeper union in the European Union, which will increase stability.
A lot of countries what is your view on nations implementing the Eurobond?
Well, Hungary is working on a paper that deals with the Eurobond, and the Eurobond is really effective in getting rid of debt quickly in a way that benefits both the investor and the nation. It allows for commercialized debt, so you can actually be a private investor who can buy a Eurobond, a nation can buy a Eurobond. It allows countries to keep their own currency, but still be able to invest in the European Union. It allows the European Union to lower its debt, which is very effective.
I just want to ask him one question. Do you agree with the movement of labor?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a clause in ours. It's the free movement of labor between nations.
Okay. I think Greece said that like the fleeing of wealth or whatever would be like bad for them. Like, what do you think about that?
Well, Greece doesn't have a whole lot of jobs as it is. They're facing high unemployment. They're facing a bad economy, and so the free movement of labor would allow people there who need a job to work in bordering nations, or to be able to work to be open to more opportunities. So that's really what free movement of labor would be. And if there are jobs in Greece that the Greek people can't fill, then people from other nations can work in this, and this would actually increase stability in the EU.